All right, welcome to Counter Slam. Well, not a full episode anyway, but
Hey, you missed your tagline.
I know. Well, I'm saving the taglines for the real episodes, man. We did want to, however, take a minute and say thank you guys for subscribing. We got 1,000 subscribers now on our channel. 1,000 subscribers. You know, it's funny because we've only been doing this for what, a year? So we started last summer, last June.
Right around June. Yes, it's been about a year.
Yeah, so we've definitely come a long way. I mean, you watch season 1, episode 1, and watch our last episode. Trust me, we've come a long way.
There's a big difference. Format too.
Yeah, totally different format change. But yeah, but we want to thank you guys for subscribing. It's awesome to be able to, bring the show to you guys and have a lot of fun and show you guys some lists and some models that, maybe you don't get to see on the table very often.
Right.
And, they got a bunch of other real serious shows out there you can be watching if you want to, see a bunch of tournament lists and stuff. But not that we don't always take tournament lists, but it's, not quite as common. So.
Right.
But but we just like to have fun with the game. We know a lot of you guys like to have fun with the game too, and we get a chance to play against you guys when we go to like Gen Con and War Machine Weekend and stuff like that too. So,
yeah.
But rather than just say that, I figure we could chat about some things kind of going on with the show, so that you guys know kind of what's up, what's going on, and why it's taking so long to get an episode out. But
yeah, always.
We do get those emails a lot now. It's weird when you go from a weekly show to a kind of a bi-monthly show or so.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is a lot of work.
It takes at least 2 weekends. So.
Right.
Yeah. So our next game coming up actually is going to be a you two against each other.
Yeah.
We're gonna do one of our, I guess, first ever official grudge matches.
That's not true.
Yeah.
We've had other grudge matches.
Did we? No, we haven't.
Yeah, we have.
Well, not purposefully. This is a purposeful.
Oh, okay.
So we got Joyce is gonna be playing Crix. You're gonna be bringing Scabrous to the table, and against you, you're bringing something circle related.
P. Morvana.
P. Morvana.
Yeah, it's P. Morvana.
Yeah, you got a lot of infantry models in that list.
Mm-hmm. It's lots of fun. It's a good one.
Yeah, you like have more infantry, I think, than our Crix
Crix.
army does this time. So
if you want to play Crix, why don't you just play Crix?
yeah,
Because I like the way that Circle Crix is better than the way that Crix is.
That's because I don't Crix the way Crix is.
Well, even the way that Crix is just boring, and the way that Circle Crix is fun.
Whatever, I don't like Crixing anyway.
Well,
Crix are for kids.
you share.
But so anyway, that's one of our games. We got other games in store too. There's a lot of other projects too. We're actually going to do some faction focuses. I know you guys have been asking for those. So Jeremy's going to do his Circle faction focus probably next
At some point, yes.
Yeah, and
very soon. And finally, we'll get around. Probably at the same
too.
time, I'll do those model reviews.
Yeah, get some model reviews going. So you guys will just always see me all the time. Yeah. So anyway, but so that's gonna be our next game, and we got a little bit of some things coming up. We did run our first Counter Slam little tournament yesterday.
Yeah.
Our local tournament.
Right.
And congrats to Mike Welling on winning with Legion. He actually played Rias.
Rias
he
and
did
Saren.
good.
And he played Rias twice.
Yeah,
and
he
Saren
played against
only
me with
once.
Saren turn round 1 and beat me.
Well, and the fun thing was that, like, the final match was against another local, Andrew. I forget his last name. Whatever. It's,
Wait.
he was playing Constance Blaze, another one caster you don't see all that often.
Oh,
so
wow.
It was a fun match, Constance Blaze versus Rias.
Huh.
Yeah, I played
That would've been
against that list. That did not go well.
Yeah.
And boy, those gun mages.
Yeah, gun mages are a thing.
Let me say that.
Yeah.
Black Plains Ghost Raiders don't like gun mages.
No.
Hey, have you got any magic weapons in that list? Oh, I got gun mages.
And I went first. I chose to go first, and he's like, Black Banes. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna set these gun mages right over here. Not a problem anymore.
Wow. Yeah, I don't usually tend to like going against Signar very much. Although
They're rat 7. I don't know why. Why
to
are they
be
rat 7?
just a little sneak preview too for our Gen Con episode. We're actually going to do a live episode, and we're going to be playing Trevor from Warmest Stream.
Cool.
The other live podcast that's going on. They have a show on Twitch. You can find them on Facebook. I designed their logo. It's really cool. So it's funny. Jose called me the other day. He's like, "Did you know there's this other like live thing called Warmest Stream?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's Trevi from the guy who mentioned us on Forgot to Feed. I did his logo for his show." He's like, "Oh, okay." So, but he's actually going to, Trevi himself is going to come on and play against Jason. They're going to do Convergence versus Signar. So,
Oh man.
I don't know if Trevor even knows that yet, but he does now. So it'd be interesting to see the new striker come out against Convergence.
Wait, but isn't he trying to get rid of his Convergence?
Maybe.
Jason, I mean.
Yeah.
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 Because he wants.
Well, he's
going out with a bang.
He's looking at possibly selling his Convergence. Yes, but I don't think it's gonna be leaving the family. If you know what I'm saying.
So, are you thinking about buying
I've been thinking about playing against Convergence for for too long. Yeah,
This sounds cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not saying I'm buying Convergence, but I did pick up the faction deck on War Room, and I did pick up the book. But I'm not saying I'm buying his.
There's
models.
a fun story that goes with this too, right? So
Yeah,
you one night you had a dream in which you were playing Convergence
against Jason.
Yeah. And then you woke up and you're like, no, I'm not going to play Convergence, but it ate away at you. It slowly picked at you for
Actually,
months and
what
months.
happened in my dream was I was playing against Jason, who was playing Convergence, and I was just really adamant that I needed to be playing Convergence.
Ah.
And it's funny, every time I play against him, I look at his models, I'm like, I should be playing this faction. I should be playing it. This is like, I just know this is my faction.
But it's so not you, right? You play Crix because it's easy.
Hey.
I think I've leveled up enough that, I can, still keep Crix on the sidelines, or just get good with Convergence. I don't know.
Well, fun. I'm glad to see that you're going to pick up Convergence and get rid of the Gators. It's good to see you playing real factions. I'm happy to see you playing real factions. Yeah,
so I am looking at possibly selling my Gators. I got a lot of Gator stuff. You could buy the entire army. It was bag, dice, everything. I got a good deal going on. Just personal message me on YouTube.
By the way, Gator players, I love you guys.
No, he doesn't.
But Gators are not a real faction. Minions is a faction. Gators are not a faction.
It's funny because Gators, I think people really, I don't know, I think Gators are taken a lot more seriously than pigs. I mean, if you look at what they have to offer, things like that.
That's probably true. But, I mean, I don't know.
Look, Gators win tournaments.
Gators. When was the last time somebody who's playing just Gators won a major tournament you can think of? Because I can't think of anything. Somebody playing Mercs who had like Searforge and Italian Charter just won, because Mercs are a real faction.
Well, when we get our battle engine, you're gonna see minions on top.
Yeah, if the battle engines are as broken as the obviously can't possibly be true the way they're written spoilers are, then yes. They will be pretty good because those would be the most broken battle engines ever made. They would make the Menoth battle engine look like it's pretty underpowered.
Well, it is,
Yeah, I know, right? Just being able to I'm going to just take some damage and boost this, and then I'm going to just get repaired. Yeah, that seems pretty underpowered. Or the whole hey, no, that guy over there, he just doesn't die. That seems pretty not good, right?
Hey, do you want to buy some Gators?
Well, I would like to, but I don't even have money for Cephalix.
Darn it.
I would love to start Cephalix.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing is Jason wants to get back into Cephalix too.
That's why he's selling Convergence.
That's why he's selling Convergence, because he's going to do that. He's going to play Pirates and Cephalix, and he's going to have one list of each, he says. I played against that list with the list that I'm trying to take on the show. Tell you what, man, that is the least afraid of the pirate boat I've ever been. Suck it, Pirates! I got your number.
Well, he didn't have the galleon on the table, so...
If the galleon was there, that would have been a bit of a problem.
It
would have been a bit of a different game.
It's so hard to beat. It's so hard to break down. I don't know if I've ever actually destroyed the galleon. I've fought against it several times. I've
never destroyed it. I've won games against people who are playing it, but I've never actually killed a galleon. When I win games against people who are playing it, I just ignore it.
I've never destroyed the Earthbreaker either. I did manage to beat Ostrom with Rias against Earthbreaker. I actually managed on my feet turn, damage it, and jump base to base on the other side and hit his caster a couple times.
Am I right in thinking that as long as she just stands far enough away that she's not inside the Quake Gun AoE when it hits something else and puts Occultate on herself, that she's immune to that? Because it seems like she should be, right?
Should be.
Your Earthbreaker can't kill me. I'm not near enough to anything that you can knock me down, and I'm stealth.
Good luck with that. Yeah, well, we got the Animus too that can prevent you from being knocked down too. So.
Oh yeah, Safeguard.
Safeguard, it's awesome.
So what you're telling me is I need to play Balder, and take my little World Watcher so that I can get his no knockdown Animus.
I did get a chance to play Rias against the new Butcher. That was actually one of the first time I played against Butcher, and I just brought a Rias list with me to the store and. I played against Conrad, and he brought him out, and I got a chance to play him. It was a lot of fun. I did manage to get the kill only because I had he'd popped his feet, and he was within 6 inches of a Forsaken who had, who basically popped its little ability and managed to do 8 dice worth of damage, and then Rice got a crit decap on him, did 12 points, so I ended up finishing him off. But It was a good game though.
So
Man, I love
He
that.
took out everything I had. All I had was 2 soldiers, a Rias, and like a couple support pieces. And that was it.
so Rias can handle that, but it turns out when you put that butcher versus Scabrous and you get desperate with Scabrous, no, you can't do
Yeah.
anything.
Well,
Well, shockingly, Scabrous can't kill the butcher.
I did get to play Fiona the Lash too, and that was cool because Fiona, I was actually managed to throw 2 models into those one guys, I always forget what they're called, the Berserker guys from Kador.
Oh, the Doom Reavers.
The Doom Reavers.
Doom Reavers, that's right. So I managed to throw 2 of the Doom Reavers at their UA and kill it, so they didn't get their tough rolls anymore.
You threw it
I threw both of them, just
Wow.
So
Pretty good.
yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Well, ask Michael Welling about Fiona the Lash. Like, he takes her in that Rias list of his. He's got some fun stories about things that she's managed to pull off with Rias. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
He also
she's a
has the
great
Beast
model.
Mistress in that list too. I love his list. It's so awesome.
Beast Mistress, really.
Yeah, Beast Mistress and Fiona the Lash with Rias. It's so good.
You know, I think too, one of the things I've figured out is that running the Harriers tend to be pretty decent. Being able to get those free auto hits that helped me win a game with. I was playing Absolutia one time.
I bet that's actually really good with Rias. She's just like, oh yeah, whatcha?
Yeah. So it was cool. I liked it. So.
And that chick is so crazy with her dash and her acrobatics and her sprint, and now she's got reach. If she gets Pathfinder, it's over. It's just like you can't hide from her. She's gonna come get you.
Yeah, well, that's why you give her flight with the bolt throws animus.
Yeah, but that costs 2.
Oh, it costs 1.
Oh, whatever.
Oh,
Whatever.
man.
It's still 1 less fury for her to beat on you with. If she ever just gets Pathfinder from an errata, I'm just gonna cry.
I'd be okay with
Yeah.
that.
Or they give her flight. And her E-Rice. They give her flight.
E-Rias.
She grows wings.
I would love to see an E-Rias. I'd love them to go like E-Rias and E-Saren just like happen at the same time. Same book. Just be like, bam, twins. Mm.
There has been that rumor that supposedly in Exigence we may be getting 2 casters in the book. I don't know if that's going to be the
There
case.
There is that rumor.
But I have heard that rumor. I'm curious, you know.
It'd be kind of cool.
Be a cool thing.
With the focus, it's interesting because a lot of the models that seem to be coming out tend to be focused on either the new Absolonia or Rias, and those are Absolonia and Rias are my 2 favorite casters in Legion, so I'm good with it. That's actually it makes it a lot more.
You play bad casters. I read the forums, and the forums tell me that Absolonia and Rias are terrible.
Absolonia is not terrible.
That the
no,
only-
no one would say Absolonia is terrible.
What? What?
No, it's
What Legion forums do you read?
Hey, I read the Legion. I'm on every Legion forum out there.
Man,
I haven't heard
people
anybody say
badmouth Absolonia a lot. I've seen it.
She's fun. I like her.
Like,
I've won games and tournaments with her.
but see, that's the thing people always say. It's like, yeah, well, she's fun, but you're like not gonna win tournaments with her.
Oh, I don't know about all that.
Hey, man. All I know is that popular internet wisdom tells me that the only 2 casters in all of your faction that are consistently worth a damn are Saren and Epic or not Absolonia. What's her name? Epic.
Lilith?
No,
No.
the other one, the one with purification.
Oh, Evail.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, E-Veil. Epic Veil and Saren. Internet wisdom tells me those are the only 2 casters that are worth anything consistently, and sometimes Thagarash is good, and sometimes Kalas is
Well, Veil does win a lot, so. And she's actually the caster I played the least in Legion.
I know,
so.
which I'm very thankful for. And actually, I gotta say,
I need to start playing her more especially against Jeremy. Yeah.
I gotta say, I have had a lot of really bad times against Absolonia. That's the thing. Like, and Rias. Rias just murders my army.
I
It's really
love
bad.
Rice.
When you play Circle and all of your stuff has kind of mediocre defensive stats, Eric just looks
they
at
don't
the,
tend to last very against Rice.
Eric just looks at the table and is like, okay, so see all this stuff here? By the end of my turn, that's all gonna be done.
I mean, in joking, I mean, in jest, I was talking to one new player, Tom, that we got at our store, and hey, Tom, what's up? I don't know if you're watching, but I was playing against him, and I was playing Rice, and it was the first time he played Rice, and I said, okay, look, I'm just gonna let you know, this is what my feat does, and I'm gonna let you know, you're gonna have like 4 guys here that are left, you're gonna have your caster, that Jack, and you're gonna have your 4 guys that I can't reach. Those are all. That's all you're gonna have left alive at the end of my turn, and that's exactly what happened.
Ouch.
Rice's feet kills things.
Oh.
And then, as long as you just pile enough crap in front of her, she doesn't die right afterward.
Yep, just create a mountain of stuff in front of her, move it up the table.
Well, she's
until
like
you get to
defense
the caster.
16, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Defense
Tenacity
16,
17.
defense 16 or 17 with tenacity, and stealth is pretty hard to kill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or safeguard. You could be defense 16 and safeguard, and then, you know, because that's the thing people always say when you're like, oh, whatever, my caster's defense 16, it's pretty survivable. They're like, well, they'll just knock you down. They're like, well, But Safeguard's a thing.
Yeah. But that's funny, right? Because my rise list, and you can see my rise video. I talk about this, but yeah, I try to bring a counter to almost everything. Like if I know you're going to try to knock me down, I've got Safeguard. If I know you're going to try and shoot me, I've got the Gobber's Bellows crew to either put it in the cloud or behind the cloud where you're not going to be able to see her or hit her. Should be defense 20.
See, and this sort of paranoid attitude is why I almost always take a Wold Guardian in every E-Morph on a list, because I'm like, I don't want to get shot to death with this caster, so...
Yeah, right? So, yeah, it's, yeah.
Flesh of Clay enemies.
I did manage to pick up the Gobbers, the Gobber Drudges. I've got them on the base of my
They look nice.
Kraken and my Wraith Engine. They're up there. I know you can, actually, you can see those on our Facebook page. I've got pictures on there.
I'm disappointed. Now that, like, the Cephalics are actually starting to become totally legit, even when taken in cricks, you buy Drudges, and you don't actually use them as Drudges. You just use them as decoration for other models.
I had, like, a bunch
What
of
is wrong
Shredders
with
into
you?
that, too. So.
For shame. I wag my finger at you.
I can't say, I swear, anytime I hear anyone bad-mouthing Drudges, I'm like, have you played Drudges? No?
No.
Then shut up!
Of course we haven't played Drudges. They're
I really
terrible.
like Drudges. I really love the Overlords. Oh, you have those Doom Reavers over there? Oh, I can't cast magic, whatever.
You know, the Overlords with Scabrous are pretty nice, I gotta admit.
Are,
during the feet turn.
Feet turn, yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty sick.
Yeah.
Ignoring line of sight with sprays. Ooh, yeah.
Well, the Overlords with the Drudges. The Overlords are the thing that actually make Drudges good.
Yeah.
It's really obnoxious when the Drudges get stuck in and you can't, like, remove them effectively because they keep making tough checks or something stupid. Or like, your POW 10, like, unit needs to make combined melee attacks to even have a hope of killing them.
Or if they have an armor buff on top of them.
Right. And then they're just like, and then the Drudge just, then the Overlord just walks over and he's like, you're a Judge. And then you're a Judge.
You're one.
And you're a Judge.
Or just
It's like, she's like Oprah. She's like, you're a Drudge, and you're a Drudge, and you're a Drudge.
Oh, gosh.
Or gets a brain freeze, just like attacks with that spray.
Mm. Well, you never know. I don't know. So
Anyway.
Well, I don't know if there's a whole lot left. Is there anything else you guys want to chat about before we get going?
About it.
I think that's it.
Okay. Well, we want to thank you guys for tuning in here to our little chat. I know it's not super long here, but just kind of sit down with us and like I said, we just want to thank you guys for subscribing. It's awesome. Can't wait till we hit 2,000.
We want to let our apparently 1,000 fans know that we do still exist and we are making videos.
Yeah. It's just it just it takes work. Yeah, just like anything else, especially going to pre-record instead of doing live. So, but we are going to do at least like 1 or 2 events that are going to be live. So we got one coming up with Gen Con, which is nice, and so we look forward to you guys tune in on that. We'll put it all over the place before that happens, so you guys can tune in and watch. It'll be after Gen Con, so it'll probably be like 5 or 6 on that Sunday, but it'll be a lot of fun. So. All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you guys next time on the next episode of Counter Slam.